And welcome to Wednesday. It's that time again. It's the weekly waffle with the Linkettes. Well, you've got a weekly waffle with me and Estelle today.
Good afternoon.
And my goodness, we can waffle. So I'm looking out my window, and normally it's like, oh, it's cold, oh, it's raining. But actually, it's the sun shining, and I've got blue skies today.
There's always a silver lining.
There is, and it's actually there's a school right opposite my house. And as you can imagine with the school, it's got a lot of windows. And at this time of year, because of where the sun is, it's literally reflecting on one of those windows and boom, back into my office. And it's like,
Nice little glow. You have a nice little glow about you there.
yeah, it's bouncing off my halo.
It's knocked it sideways.
Yeah, that halo is non-existent. Oh, do you know, it's been a heck of a week since between last Wednesday and this Wednesday. The things that we've had to deal with and the last minute oh my goshness. And do you know something, we've coped really well.
We do, and we can say that about our team. Regardless of what is thrown at us, we always bounce back. We always cope, and it's a bit of a, startled moment for maybe the first few minutes, but we really do cope, and that's one of the strengths of our team, that we can cope, we can juggle, we can do a lot of things. We've had staff shortages and sickness, new clients onboarded as well. So with all of that, we manage, and kudos to our team, because we are a brilliant bunch, and I'll fly all day long. I'll fly our flag because we pull together when we need it the most, and we do support each other in order, obviously, to give the best service to our wonderful clients. So kudos to our team. So big pats on the back for us all, because we're now the middle of January. And I think I read somewhere on the news this week about it being the week where everybody seems to just give up on maybe New Year's resolutions and things like that. But I think it's all about the positivity of the mind too. It's new year, new mindset, just keep pushing forward, and out with the old and in with the new, and all of that kind of cliche speak. But it's just about pushing forward and taking one day at a time. And as each day goes on with us at LiveLink, it's always a new challenge. Each day does bring something different. But we're ready for it, and we deal with it, and hopefully that is reflected to our clients too. So thank you for supporting us, and thank you to our team as well.
I made a resolution once a couple of years ago. I was kind of addicted to crisps, and I decided that I was going to give up crisps and biscuits for a whole year.
Why?
Because I was getting to be a bit of a chunky monkey.
There's other things you can give up apart from crisps and biscuits. They're a little treat, aren't they? We've got to have something.
To see if I could do it, and I wanted to see if, because the kids kept saying to me, "Mum, you are so addicted to crisps that your eyes stuffing your face with a packet of crisps." I was like, you're right. But because they said I couldn't do it, I actually did it, and I very rarely eat crisps or biscuits now.
Wow, I should have a word with my husband. He is a crisp addict. He always packet of crisps. Well, I'm not so much. Unfortunately, it's the chocolate and things like that. But it's nice to have a little treat, isn't it? When you've worked all day and you want a cup of tea and a nice biscuit, do you know what? And we work hard, so why not? Everything in moderation, isn't it? Everything.
Oh yeah, don't ask me to give up coffee, because seriously, man, it's not happening. No way. Just thinking there, actually, I was actually really quite proud of myself and felt that I'd done a really good job actually just giving up. Actually, I gave up crisps, cakes and biscuits. And then we got into the argument of, well, is that technically a cake?
Or a biscuit?
Is that technically a biscuit? But then I think, how do you know when you've done a good job?
How do you know when you've done a good job?
Yeah, how do you know if, for instance, right, Wendy and I are addicted to Amazon. And seriously, man, we've got shares in Amazon. But if I'm going and looking for something on Amazon, my son James has got me into the habit of looking at the reviews.
Yes.
And whilst the description of that thing, and the pictures always make it look good, because they never put a bad picture on.
That's right.
I always read reviews to decide whether I'm going to buy it or not. And that kind of got me thinking. And Wendy's tip of the week is,
Good link.
Do you go and get reviews? Because reviews influence buying habits so much that the likes of our clients and what have you, how many of them actually ask their patients for a review? How many of them ask their patients for feedback on what the service was like and actually invite an honest opinion, you know? And it's as simple as pointing them to your Facebook page, Google My Business page, putting out an email to say, you know, we'd like your feedback and what have you. Because if a new patient is coming into a client, I'm quite sure they will actually look at your reviews. But how do you go and get reviews?
Yeah, I mean, I do that all the time. If I'm purchasing anything, food, anything, Trustpilot, Google reviews for anything, because you want to know what people think, and eBay, things like that. So I'm guessing it's the same with businesses. Or that, you know, am I going to get a good service? Am I going to get my money's worth? Am I going to get quality? You know, and it's always that one or two bad reviews. You kind of wince a little bit, and I think it's a really good tool to use for people to say, you know, what did you think of us? How did we fare? How can we improve? And that can be your measuring stick. Did we need to do that better? Or, you know, are we on par with others? Are we better than others? And I think that's a really good tool to use. And we should probably encourage that a little bit more with clients for us, and equally for their, you know, patients. And I know for a couple of our clients, we do actually, how did you hear about us? And a lot lately that I have spoken with and asked have been, oh, my friend. So it's word of mouth, or I Googled you, and, you know, I could see reviews. So, I mean, if anything, that would really boost your business if you could get into the habit of asking your patients that, or, you know, we can do that for you. Obviously. So,
because even if you don't currently ask for reviews, or have never even thought about how can I ask for reviews, a really good thing is either to get like a big piece of paper and just draw a mind map on it, or like get Post-it notes and everything. Think, right, where can I get reviews from? And just sit down for half an hour, 20 minutes, and just work out, right, how can I get reviews from our patients? Because I know that we say to our clients, if there's anything that's niggling you, if there's anything that we're not getting quite right, just tell us. You know, just let us know. Don't be, you know, afraid of, oh, you know, I don't want to give bad reviews, I don't want to give bad feedback. Just tell us, because unless we know, we can't fix it.
Yeah, we can't improve unless we know where we've gone wrong. It's with everything in life, though, isn't it? You know, you set standards, but you always have to go back and check that standard and check that performance. If we're not doing well, then why? What can we tweak? What can we change? And, you know, we're always doing that as my role, as you know, is quality, constantly checking to try and get our standard consistently on the same level, and try and raise that a little bit more with every call and message. And, you know, we don't always get it right, because we're human, and you know, part of our human nature is that we will fail, but we are very pleased with how gracious our clients can be when we do slip up a little bit. But more often than not, the feedback is positive, and where there's a little tweak here and there, then we welcome that, we take it on board, and we use that to help us better the next time. And we always communicate. Oh, hello.
Wendy's here saying hi.
Hi, Kath. Nice to not see you. I can't see you, but nice to not see you. But nice to
just popped a message up. But it is nice to get feedback. You know, it's nice to get good feedback, but it's also nice to get constructive feedback. You know, and I know that Kath here, Kath and Andy, I really like the fact that they go on Facebook on a Friday afternoon, and they literally sort of give a rundown of their week and what they've treated and everything. But what Kath and Andy also do is they put feedback that they've received on a post on Facebook regularly, because I don't stalk them, but I do see them.
Really?
Well, yeah, I'm actually tapping on the door saying, hello, are you in?
But I'm not on Facebook. I stalk no one.
I have to see it. I just have to see it. But it is nice that every now and again you do see a post from Kath and Andy to say, this is the feedback I've got. And yes, she says only good feedback.
But that's a testament of how good that they are, how good that, you know, how good anyone is when you get the positive feedback. And even if you get the negative comments, it's not necessarily a true reflection across the board. It might have just been a one-off, something happened that day, and obviously that's more constructive than it should be, personal, I should say. So, you know, we take all feedback on board and use that then for the greater good.
I saw feedback for Kath yesterday that did make me chuckle, because the person had said that, I don't know if it was Kath or Andy, had said that whoever dealt with this person's ingrowing toenail treated it as though it was the most important ingrowing toenail in the world. And I would like to think that that's kind of how we treat our callers. You know, it doesn't matter how many calls you've taken that day. I would like to think that we would treat all our callers as though they're the first person we've spoken to.
Yeah, I think we do more.
I think we do as well.
That they're our first caller, our only caller, the only caller in the world, so to speak, because that's the service that our clients are paying for. So regardless of what we have going on or what's been thrown at us that day with things, and that should be reflected in our calls and our messages. And I think we do get there.
I think we do a good job.
Yeah, and we'll always be told when we don't, and we'll take that on board.
So while I've got you, Estelle,
we're going to do this publicly now, okay?
So I actually
help.
Is it time to go?
It's time to laugh. Through it all, we have to smile and laugh, because no matter what's thrown at us from any angle, you know, we always need to take time to breathe and laugh. There's always something to laugh at. And even if we laugh at ourselves, well, at least we're laughing. And, you know, we need that bit of, I don't know what it's called in your brain, endorphins. Those endorphins, I think, to just push you on a little bit further and to make your day a little bit better. Because Wednesdays, as you've called it, hump day, name day. Yeah, you can get into a bit of a lull, a bit of a ugh. But yeah, we've got to start each day on the back foot and be positive. Because there's too much rubbish out there, isn't there? So if we can help brighten your day by being as cheery and as happy as we can on our calls, we'll do that. Absolutely. And hopefully that will give you good feedback for us as a company.
I've literally got Post-it notes stuck to the bottom of my screens called Words of Wisdom. Some of them have come from Wendy, and some of them have come from the Arsenal.
Whatever works for you.
It does. I've got one that says, I was told to think of 3 words, and I've got reset, peace, new start.
There you go.
I just thought, lovely. Kath has actually said, our patients love you. Yeah, we love your patients.
Oh,
Kath.
thank you. Yeah, we do. So lovely. Yeah, you know, they are. Never had a bad one.
Enough waffling from us. So we will be back. I'm not sure who's back next week, but we will be back for another weekly roundup of what the week has thrown at us this week, and another Wendy's tip of the week.
Yes.
I hope you have an amazing week. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And hopefully this is the weather starting to improve.
Yes, thank you for your support. Thank you for listening to us today. May the sun be shining where you are. And if not, make your day better. Just smile anyway. I do talk some rubbish, don't I? I just talk some rubbish.
Yeah, sunshine on the inside, regardless of what the weather's like.
Yeah. There's a bit of sparkle somewhere.
Yeah, it needs cleaned. Right, we will see you next week. Thank you, Estelle.
Thank you. Bye.